for so long, and so when I came out in the second half and started throwing the ball, it became really apparent that I wasn't going to be effective.
Next one's from Rod Walker.
Hey, Drew, what was that last, 8 minutes and 42 seconds of the first half like for you then? I mean, you battled through it. How tough was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's part of the game, but just, trying to take advantage of the opportunities that we had, just doing whatever we could to try to get the lead before halftime. Obviously, we didn't play very well offensively in that first half. The first quarter, I think we had 3 plays. We had a 3 and out, and then we had another 3 and out early second quarter, and so it didn't start well for us. But then our defense stepped up and played fantastic from the second quarter on. We got some big plays, special teams. We got a big kick return. Got a couple plays on the punt team that were huge in this game as well. And so, all around, we just found another way to win as a team. It wasn't pretty, but we found a way.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Drew, do you expect this injury to be something that affects you this week? Is it short-term, long-term? Can you tell?
I'm just taking it one day at a time. I've done that this entire season, and I'll continue to do that. I'm not sure what tomorrow holds, but you can know I'm going to do everything I can to be as effective as I possibly can come next week.
Next one's from Larry Holder.
Drew, having been able to work with Jameis throughout the season, how much do you feel like he was prepared for be able to come in and play kind of on the fly?
Yeah. Listen, I thought he played great. Listen, that's a tough job, especially when as elaborate as our game planning is, on offense especially, to come in and be able to execute that offense is very, very difficult, especially if you're just kind of coming in midstream. And had a big chance to really get all the reps and that kind of thing. And I thought he did great. I thought he had great command of the huddle, and everything kind of went off without a hitch. Obviously, nothing's perfect, but I thought he made some great throws. I thought he made some really good decisions, and obviously took advantage of the opportunities that he was given out there.
Next one's from Doug Mouton.
Sean said that your injury didn't get better at halftime. Was it something that was stiffening up? Is that kind of what it was? And you maybe cramping up some kind of?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. Listen, I can't really describe it other than it was preventing me from doing my job.
Next one's from Catherine Terrell.
Hey, Drew, you said it wasn't about pain, but are you in serious pain right now?
I wouldn't call it that, but it's just something. It's definitely something that needs to be dealt with here.
And the official designation was that it was a rib. I just wanted to clarify that was correct. That was what you're dealing with.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean it's a cumulative thing, probably not just one.
Next one's from Mike Triplett.
Drew, apologize if this was already asked, but when you were playing through it at the end of the first half, you just felt a little more comfortable, or you were even questionable about coming in and doing that? And then how good did it feel to have that 2-minute drill drive before you left?
I actually felt terrible before the 2-minute drive, but just had to find a way.
Next one's from Brett Martell.
Drew, could you tell us a little bit about the hit on which you were injured? Obviously, they were flagged for it. Was it your impression that it was a foul? And then when you talk about doing everything you can to be effective next week, it sounds like you don't believe it'll be a long-term thing, but I don't know if I'm reading that the right way or if you really know.
Well, no, I mean, nothing's a long-term thing. It's just a matter of how long it's going to be. And honestly, I really don't know. It's not something quite to this extent that I've experienced. So like I said, I'm just going to take it one day at a time. The hit itself, I heard the officials saying that, it was, by rule, he drove me into the ground, and that's that'll bring a flag.
Last one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, and it wasn't just you that went down today. Lots of guys went down today. Traquan, Josh Hill, you can name like 8 of you. How important is that no matter who or how many of y'all went down, that y'all still found a way to win today?
Listen, I think it says a lot about our team. It says a lot about our coaches. It says a lot about our grit and determination. And listen, time and time again throughout this season, we've had moments where guys have been down at key positions and other guys have stepped up and done a great job, or those around them have just elevated to a new level. And once again, that's what happened again today.
We're all set. Thank you, Drew.
Oi,
All right, we have Cam Jordan. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat.
you gonna make me follow up after Drew? Come on. After Drew talks, everybody turns off the TV. All right.
First question's from Jeff Duncan.
Well, Kim, I'm going to ask you about Drew. I mean, look, you've played with that guy a long time, your whole career. What was your reaction when you heard he couldn't go in the second half and had to pull himself out?
Drew knows his buddy, and our team, we've overcome a lot of things, a lot of adverse situations. This is not one of them. This is something that we trust Drew and knowing his body, and if he says he's not going to be effective, then we'll leave it at that. We also have Jameis Winston. We also have Taysom Hill. We also have Mike Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders healthy. And the way our defense was playing, we love our team. If one of our leaders can't go, the next man up will go. And, we still have AK and Mike Thomas. I mean, our depth and talent is huge right now.
Next question's from Nick Underhill.
Kim, it seemed like you guys did a really good job against them in all areas on defense. Are they a good test for some of those fundamentals and stuff you guys are working to get on point, which is the way they design their offense and all the moving parts?